Yo, what's up, guys? Jokester here. And today's video is a story time about a ghostly encounter I had when I was roughly, I want to say 5 to 7 years old, around that time. If you guys do like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. So this ghostly encounter happened, I want to say in the year 2006, 2007, around that time. So what had happened was that me, my uncle, my sister were watching Family Guy videos and we're looking at funny memes and stuff like that, and we're just laughing, kind of having a good time hanging out, chilling. So what had happened was that we hear a little kid laughing, and we paused the video, thinking it was from the video. And they're like, "Hey, was that from the video or was that from our neighbors?" We were unsure. We're like, "I don't know." Like, I thought it was from our neighbors, so we kind of just keep playing the video. As we are coming to an end, our uncle suggested like, "Hey, let's go get some French fries. Let's go to the store and stuff." And we're like, "Sure." That sounds like a good idea. We're kind of getting hungry. French fries sounds pretty good. Hell yeah. As we were like about to turn off my computer, a red ball came out of my room, knocked down my mom's religious figurines that were standing on top of the computer, and we're like, "Oh shit, catch the things, catch them." And one of them actually broke, and we're like, "Shit, our mom's gonna kill us." And we're like, "What the hell? Where the hell that red ball come from?" Because keep in mind, guys, nobody's home. It's just three of us alone in that house, in my house. And we're like, "What the fuck?" And as I picked up the last figurine that broke, I looked to my something tells me to look to my left, like look into my room. I look into my room. There's a little kid standing there. He looked like he was maybe like, to me it looked like he was like about the same age as me. And I'm like, "What the hell?" And I told my uncle, my sister's like, "Hey, look, there's somebody right there in my doorway. It's a little kid." And they're like, "What?" And they look, and the little kid's gone. But I saw the little kid like run towards my room, into my dad's room. And we're like, "What the hell?" So we're like, "What the hell?" Like, Moises, you're probably stop playing with us, dude. Like, nobody's home. And then we hear somebody in our kitchen turn on the water faucet, and we're like, "What the fuck?" We look, we all look, and the shock to all of us that there's somebody standing in the middle of our kitchen washing their hands or something like that, and we're like, "Oh hell no, let's get out of there," because it's not nobody's home. No, it's not our mom, not our dad, nobody, or one of my siblings. We run and we get the hell out of there, and we run to my uncle's house, and we're telling my uncle, my uncle's dad and his mom, like, "Hey, there's somebody in my house. We don't know who it is. We thought somebody broke into our house and tried to mess with us, right?" And they got worried, and they quickly ran and called my other uncles that were like down the street from where we live to come to our house. And they're like, "What's going on? What's going on? There's somebody in the house." So they all went inside to see, like, with like armed with like bats and stuff like that, thinking somebody broke in. And they looked all around, and nobody was in our house, and they thought we were just messing with it. They're like, "Are you guys playing with us?" We're like, "We're being for real." And we saw somebody in our house. Somebody, they threw a red ball at us, and we saw someone standing in the middle of our kitchen washing their hands. They're like, "There's nobody here," and they're just like, "Stop playing around," and they went away. And we're all like, "What the fuck?" And we're just chilling in our house, like thinking, like, "Yo, like, were we just hallucinating or something, or we don't know?" So I went into my room to see, if anything was like, scattered, and all my toys were in a little box, and all my toys were scattered on the floor, and that red ball that got thrown at us was still in the living room, and we're kind of trying to figure out like what the hell, like who the hell threw that at us, and we're like, we're trying to figure out like what the hell was that. And I remember a story my sister said that there used to be a little kid that my brother used to like talk to and whatever, and they used to be like best friends, and we're like, "What the fuck? My brother's possessed by a demon!" Ooh. And I'm like, "Oh hell no, fuck this shit." And so that was incident number one with that little kid. Incident number two, my aunt was living with us for a time, and she lived in the back house that we had, and around 12, or I want to say 12 to like 1, almost 3 o'clock in the morning, she was walking to go throw away the trash. And to get to the backyard, to the front here, you had to walk to this very narrow like walkway, because we had like a bunch of cars at the time. And she said that she saw a little kid standing in the front of our driveway, and she thought it was me, thinking I was trying to mess with her. And so she said, "Joker, you're not supposed to be out here. It's late. Your mom's gonna get mad at you." And she said that she saw the little kid like run in between, our cars, and she quickly walks to the front to see like where he went, and she saw nobody. Like, she heard no footsteps, she heard nobody. It's just like it vanished into thin air. So she probably thinks she's sleeping. She's probably tired. So she wants to just throw away her trash. And just as she was walking back from the front yard to the backyard, she saw a little kid and a kind of like man standing at the back, blocking her way. And she said that the little kid ran towards her, and she said, "Oh hell no!" She went quickly running to our front door and just banging on it, saying, "Hey, there's somebody here!" And my brothers wake up and they let her in, and she's screaming. She's like screaming, freaking out, saying, "There's somebody in our house." And so my uncles, her man, and my dad wake up, and they all come running like, "Hey, who?" Like walking around my entire house, thinking somebody broke in, or is it somebody trying to like mess? So if somebody trying to break in and mess with us, as I said, and we looked around our house and there's nobody there, and we told her, "Hey, are you sure that you saw somebody?" And she said, "Positive. I saw a little kid. They're like about your age, my age, like 5 or 6 years old, just standing right there, and an older man that was wearing, looked like he was wearing, it looked like he had chains around him, and he also darted right at my aunt." So we all looked around and said, we walked her to her house, and there's nobody there, and her man at the time heard all the commotion and said, "What's going on?" He's like, "Oh, it's all the man." And he also told us an incident where he was coming back from work, and he saw a little kid just like walking around our backyard thinking it was me, and he called my name, and the little kid didn't respond. And then he looked closely, like the kid wore clothing that was not something that I would wear. So, well, coming to the end of this video, just my house is fucking haunted. I don't fucking know. But that's not really the last instance of that little kid. There was other times, but after a while, we never really seen that little kid ever again. I guess it was just a one-time thing. Who knows? But if you guys do like the video, please leave a like and comment, and subscribe. Also, happy Halloween. Stay safe, you guys out, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace!